Hey, it's Jasmine the Generous. Everyone has their own American dream, and today we invite three special guests to discuss how their personal dreams have been shaped and changed through years of trials and tribulations. Let's invite our very own founding father, Thomas Jefferson. Hello, Jefferson. All right, let's take a seat. Do you believe that the slaves you've owned had a dream of their own?
The slaves did not have a dream other than to serve the master. They knew the spots we were to make our lives better. After all, we're the ones that are trying to make America.
I see. Okay. Well, why do you feel like you had the right to own slaves? Did you feel superior?
I believe I was able to own slaves because it benefited my dreams and desires for America we are building. I did not feel superior, but I felt like I was a necessity for slaves to help us achieve our goals.
Do you think your American dreams will create a better America?
I do think my American dream will create a better America. As we are trying to build the country, there should be people to lead others in creating our own country. My American dream of freedom, the power will not be short-lived.
Okay, thank you for your time. Now let us look at the perspective of someone a little bit more alive in today's society. We welcome Mr. Ciancaglini. Great. How was your immigration experience? How does it make you feel?
So when I first immigrated here from the Philippines, I was very fortunate to be able to fly here and to be able to start my life with new opportunities.
So do you think you had it better than those of the Ellis Island?
Now thinking back to those who came from Ellis Island, I feel like they were war-stricken. They have been through a lot, more than I have, so I think I'm really blessed to be able to have these opportunities.
Did you end up becoming successful with completing what you wanted when you originally came to America?
I did actually. When I first came to America, I wanted the same opportunities that other Americans had, and obviously being an immigrant, I felt somewhat out of place. But now I'm so blessed and happy that I found work, I found a good job, and I was able to support my family through it.
Good. Abigail Adams wanted freedom for all women. So when you came here, did you feel like that was right?
I think that those rights were met because when I finally found a wife to marry, I felt like her voice was heard. She told me that she had the ability to vote. She had the ability to pick whatever job she wanted, so I do think that those rights were definitely met.
That's all we have time for today. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We are now approaching our last guest, whose American dream has changed over the generations of our country, Austin Smith.
What's up, TV? Hi, Mom.
Hello, Mrs. Smith.
Hello, Mrs. Generous.
How do you think your American dream has been influenced by those of the white old rich men?
Well, back then, the old white rich men's dreams were to build a better America, but that necessarily was still equality. Now, equality is still a big issue today, and I think a lot of people's American dreams is to be equal, because I know men still get paid more than women at some jobs or whatever. And I think if the old rich white men's dreams had involved everybody, including slaves, including women, then my American dream would be different today.
Okay. Looking back at Equiano's journey, do you think his American dream was the same as Abigail Adams?
Well, Equiano being a slave and Abigail Adams being a woman, they both were not treated fairly. So them, I believe they did have the same American dream, just for that sense of equality that is pushed so hard throughout the years. And it's really a shame that throughout their time periods, they weren't able to see that change.
Yeah. Well, when Equiano was 11, imagine if you were 11, how would you have reacted if you were taken to become a slave?
At 11 years old, 11 years old, I'm playing with Power Rangers, trading Pokemon cards. I can't imagine that just being ripped away like his life was. Now I know he didn't have Power Rangers or Pokemon cards, but it's the same concept. Like his life was just taken away from him. And at 11 years old, I don't think I'd be able to do what he did.
Do you think if the Bill of Rights was enforced and applied to slaves, our history today would be different?
I do think that it would be different because the Bill of Rights called for everybody to be treated the same. And nowadays, if people were treated the same back then today's society would have been different. Like all of our American dreams would be broader, they'd be more expansive. They wouldn't just be, I want equality, they'd be, I want a better world and a better America. And to have the American dream still not have changed over a couple hundred years is kind of sad because, I mean, we're America, we're supposed to be the best country out there. But with this, what are we doing?
Yeah, nothing.
So right.
Okay, that's all we have time for today.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Teddy.
Okay, that's all we have for today. Thanks to our audience, and thanks to Ciancaglini, and my Twitter Les Docs, and thanks to Mr. Smith, and everyone who came out.